know there has been time when I used to make a lot of budgets, a lot of strict budgets, I would say, and I used to track everything where I am spending my money on. Earlier, I would never buy something like this, which is I bought today. It is caramel macchiato Starbucks edition, so it was around 1.7 euros. If you convert it, it would be around 110 or 120 rupees. So back then, as a student, I would never do that because there was a time when I used to crave for things, but due to tight budget, due to some restrictions, I wasn't trying out things, and I used to ignore that craving that I had inside. So if you can relate to this, then do watch this video, because I'm going to talk about 10 things I did to save money. So 10 ways to save money as a student in Germany, and these tips and tricks would actually help you to sustain yourself in a low budget. So let's get started. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do, because I make useful content that you will be updated every week. So don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you're the first one to watch them. Today I'm going to talk about 10 saving hacks that I used to do for saving money. So I know as a student, life is tough, you are not earning, and you have to sustain yourself in a country which is expensive, of course, compared to India, I wouldn't deny, but you also want to explore, do many things, and you have dreams. But the thing is, you have to find balance. So I'm going to talk about the things, some tips, some tricks, what I used to do, how I used to save money wisely. So number first thing that I did was living in a shared veggie. So money saving depends on your lifestyle. If you have a really open and luxurious lifestyle, and then of course this video is not for you. This video is for someone who wants to consciously make choices in terms of saving their money, in terms of living in minimal way, and also who wants to be mindful where their money is going. So first thing I did was living in a veggie. I was living with always, I guess, 3 shared veggie. So now I'm in third veggie, and now I'm living with 1 German and 1 Brazilian. I have always lived in a veggie, and I can tell you it is the best way to integrate with Germans. It's the best way to make friends, to learn language, to learn their culture, to understand how do they do things, why do they do certain things, and it's the best way to learn about Germany and Germans. And I would advise you highly when you're coming here to live with Germans. Living in a veggie can save a lot of money, and that's what I did. And also I got to know many Germans that way. The second thing that I did was I was cooking of my own. I wasn't eating outside that much. So if you want to save a lot of money, make sure to learn cooking when you are in India or in your home country, because that would save a lot of money. You would be spending a lot of money if you have a habit of eating outside and not cooking, and you can save up to 3 euros per meal if you have if you know how to cook and if you have a habit of cooking. And the other reason why I was cooking was also because I didn't like German food. I didn't like tasteless, spiceless food. So that was my kind of reason where I would say that motivated me to learn cooking and also cook every day for myself. And I was eating healthy that way. So take care of your body, cook your meals of your own. Don't go to restaurants or eat outside that often. And that way you will be saving a lot of money, and that would go into your pocket. The third very important thing that I was doing to save my money was I wasn't buying anything unnecessary. I was only buying electronics or things that I actually need, not the things that I want. So want is endless. You can have everything and still you want other things. But when you are in a tight budget, you have to, of course, think about what do you actually need. So I remember I have a phone, which is a Samsung Galaxy. So it's a very old phone, I guess 5 to 6 years old, and I wanted to open a YouTube channel, and so I didn't have money to buy a new camera. I didn't have a good phone, and I really needed a good camera or a phone to record my videos. And since I was in a tight budget, I remember that how much I had to think about it, and then I came up with this fourth way of saving money, which is to buy things secondhand. So there are many options to buy secondhand, but one of the most used option or popular option in Germany is to go on eBay Kleinanzeigen, where you can buy secondhand items. So there people are selling their items, you can buy secondhand, and there I got this phone. Okay, so I got it. So there I got this secondhand iPhone 6s. I got it for 70 euros, and let me tell you, it was sufficient to record video. iPhone has really good camera. You don't need to go for very expensive cameras. Or I was also not sure whether I would be continuing with my YouTube journey, or would it be something that I would be doing in a long run. So I didn't want to invest a lot of money, and that's how I came into buying secondhand items. And that's why I bought this camera. I bought this iPhone 6s, which worked fine. I guess for 1 year I used this camera, and all my videos that you see that are really old ones are recorded in this camera, and it is really good. And since I had a laptop which is MacBook Air, so it was very easy to interface them and also do the editing. So that's how I saved a lot of money and made a lot of money. That's how this phone has made me so much. So this phone costed me just 70 euros, which would be around 6,000 rupees, and it has made me, I would say, more than 600. So it is worth the investment. So my channel has made me so much, and so this is how you invest. You invest in small and then see what is the return of your investment. And I guess I can vouch on it that this investment has been best investment so far for me, and has connected me to my audience, who are super supportive and super lovely, by the way. So the fourth tip that I have for you is buy secondhand items on eBay Kleinanzeigen. So far, if you're enjoying this video, hit a like, and also let's continue to our fifth point, which is number 5 is I was using some cards. For example, I was using my semester ticket, which gives you access to, of course, your transport, your public transport all across the state. And then I had something like this Bahn card, which is Deutsche Bahn card, which gives you 25% discount. I mean, if you book your ticket 4 weeks or 3 weeks in advance, you have very low price, and plus you have 25% discount, which is cherry on top. So I really highly recommend these kind of cards. I guess last year it was on a discount, and I got for like 25 or 26 euros for a month, but this year I had to pay 57 euros, around 57, and it is for a month. And this 57 euros, I guess you can easily get back when you travel for, I would say, 5 or 6 times. That cost is actually, you have already surpassed that cost if you have traveled for 5 times. So it is worth the investment, and I would highly recommend you to buy such kind of cards if you want to save your money. Then I was using this payback card, which helps me collect points whenever I am buying grocery, or whenever I'm buying some normal day-to-day cosmetics or some daily needs items. Then I'm using this card to collect points, and then I can redeem it. So this way I was saving money. And now I have this Firma card again for transportation in Düsseldorf. So again, it's a discounted card, which makes me save a lot of money. Moving forward to our 6th point, which is I was availing student discount as much as possible. So if, for example, if you want to eat in outside, I was preferring to eat in student canteen called Mensa, where I get student discount in my state, of course. So for example, if I'm working in library, then I would prefer to eat in my canteen so that I can save my money. Also, I was availing student discount. There are many student discounts that are available for example, H&M, for Zara. So they have some kind of student discount season going on sometimes, so you can avail those discounts. Also for Amazon membership, I'm still a student, and I have a membership going on which is just 34 euros. Otherwise it costs like double, I guess, I'm not sure. So this way I was saving money, and you can also avail these kind of student discount offers by just registering through your university email address, and that way you can avail a lot of discounts that are available for students in Germany. And trust me guys, it is great to be a student in Germany because you have so many offers, you have so many ways to save money as a student. But when you start working, everything gets expensive because you're earning, and on top you're paying taxes, so things change when you're working. Number 7th way in which I was saving my money was I was not going to the gym. I was exercising using my mat. I hope you can see, and if not, let me flip a bit my camera so you can see. There, you can see it there. I have my yoga mat. So that's how I was exercising. I was not spending my money on gyms. Anyways, I'm not a gym person, but I was doing yoga and meditation of my own for my health and for my well-being. So that way I was saving again some amount of money. You can do the same. You can go for hikings. You can try out some ways in which you can be active, physically active, and also exercising. And anyways, during Corona you don't have much option to go to gym or do some physical work, so that's the only option that you have. Number 8 way I was saving my money was through referrals. Now there are many banks and many cards that give you referrals money if you refer to your friend or someone. So what we were doing is each one of us was referring to someone, and that way he was earning money, I was earning money. So if you want my referrals, in this way you can also earn money when you join. So I have this MasterCard, this credit card, which actually helped me to gain 50 euros, and that person who has joined also got 50, or I guess 25 euros. So in that way it's a win-win situation, and this is how I made, I guess, 2-3 times I earned money through this way. And it's really good to see how you can make money by just referring to your friends. So collect referrals, make friends, refer good banks, and yeah, make them open an account in that, and this way you will be rewarded with some money through these banks. Number 8 is to travel through some cheap options. So Flixbus is a very cheap option to travel from one city to another in Germany, and even to different country. For example, from here, Düsseldorf to Brussels, you can take a Flixbus, and it would cost really cheap as compared to ICEs. You can do carpooling in BlaBlaCar. So these are very cheap options to travel as well as save money. Then there are some really nice offers going on in Ryanair. So it's a very cheap airline if you want to travel if you want to travel in Europe and see Europe. Then Ryanair is a really cost-effective and budget-friendly airline for those who wants to see Europe in a low budget. Number 10 thing that I was doing is not only I was buying second-hand electronic items, but I was also buying second-hand clothes. So in one of the video I shared important apps that you should have. Here is the link of that video. Do check it out. If you haven't watched that, here I've mentioned that I was also buying second-hand clothes. I think it's a great way to be caring about the planet and also sustainable, because cheap fashion anyway doesn't help the planet nor your pocket. So in that way I was saving money, and I have some really beautiful dresses that I own, and those are secondhand. It makes me feel good, and there are really sometimes cool things that you can find on secondhand items, secondhand things, and there are some really cool even tags intact clothes that you can find on these kind of platforms or these apps. One app that I can recommend highly is Vinted, but it would only work if you're here in Germany, so don't try to install it because it wouldn't work anywhere. So yeah, that's it. That's how I saved my money. So let me know in the comments which of these tips has been really helpful to you and which of these tips you will be implementing once you're here in Germany. I would love to know that. And yeah, that's it from my side. I hope I have covered all the 10 points and given you all the necessary tips that you needed to save your money. And I will see you in the next video with more information. Until then, bye.